Good morning, happy people. This is Bill Murphy here with GameSpace and MMORPG.com. We're going to do a little bit of early morning, and you might notice that I sound very quiet. It's because my kids and family are still asleep. I've got a little bit of time before I have to go to work. I thought I would hop online, hop into Mass Effect's Eos planet, which is the first planet you're allowed, the first planet you go to after you become the Pathfinder. Uh, and and just kind of do a little bit of exploration for you. This is as much as we're allowed to stream right now. We're not allowed to stream beyond EOS, um, and so I kind of just thought we'd do that together because this is as far as I've gotten. So far, the only thing I've done is turn on the power stations at this place. It's pretty much a desolate planet. If you know anything about Mass Effect Andromeda, it's that you and the rest of the civilizations are out looking for a golden planet to make your home. You were part of this arc for 600 years that traveled to the Andromeda galaxy, and when you get there, everything's ruined. There's like an alien race that's doing a bunch of bad stuff. They immediately fire upon you, and um, your your job as Pathfinder is to, spoilers, is to figure out what's going on and what you can do to make things better. As you'll notice, you actually in Mass Effect Andromeda, things are a little bit better in terms of mobility for your character. You can do stuff like that. You can vault over things. Let's see, can I vault over that? No. Oh yeah, I could have. But yeah, this little rocket booster, it makes the game feel a little bit less restrictive. Anyway, so let's just kind of start playing around here. I've got the settings on high. But it's on windowed mode. I don't know if the frames per second look good or bad or what. We'll see. Fluorite. I don't know what fluorite is, but I assume it's a resource. You can pretty much craft anything in the game. Essentially, what Mass Effect Andromeda is, and for better or for worse, is it's like they took all the ideas of Dragon Age Inquisition and put them into Mass Effect. This is basically Mass Effect Inquisition. Pathfinder, you're the Inquisitor. Doesn't make it not fun. It just means that if you didn't like Dragon Age Inquisition, you might not like what's going on here.
Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
Updating the checklist on this critical recovery.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
Let's just keep being the
We're
emotional
not
guy.
scavenging
So
anymore.
that's the default
We
Scott
still need to
Ryder.
build.
A lot of people have already complained about the eyes in Mass Effect. They seem dead, or whatever. It's just video game eyes. They always seem dead when they're trying to be hyper realistic to me.
And maybe whoever else is looking.
Okay. And you'll spend a lot of time walking around scanning things like this. By scanning stuff, you get research data, which you can use to craft things as well. There we go. Let's activate the power
The
relay.
research station is back online. I've provided a list of weapons we can build by gathering the required components.
Start research to unlock new blueprints, spending research data. Well, there we go. I was just talking about this, so now we can actually see what it's like. Use RD, earned for scanning to unlock new weapon and armor blueprints. Cyclone assault rifle. Ooh. Sandstorm assault rifle. Oh, I see. And it's different ranks. They'll require different amount of Milky Way research data. The research category has different research data, Milky Way, Helios, and Remnant. Oh. Whoa, there's a lot of different weapons. No, the game sound is actually on. I'm not sure why it's taken. There we go. Should be loud enough actually. You just tell me if it comes back online. Select the blueprint or augment it in space to research. Okay. Ultra rare blueprint. Oh, I don't actually. I have to research the blueprint. So let's do a. These are some crazy assault rifles. Sudden death. Tracking enabled plasma surrounded rounds. Damage zoned would incinerate wielder's hands while continuing to fire. These are Ket items. Oh, melee weapons. Let's do one of those. Oh, but you have to have the elements. Is there any way to determine what I actually have available? Probably not. Okay, so there we go. Hyper Guardian arms. Alright, so what if we wanted to make it? Oh, I need to get all the rest of the materials. I don't have enough materials for anything. There should be the UI is interesting in that it doesn't seem to um, it doesn't seem to actually let me just filter by what I can make, which would have been brilliant. I can make a new Omniblade or Biotic Amplifier. It adds melee damage. Oh, but I'm not a Biotic, so. Pistols. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, well I'm not gonna make anything right now because apparently there's no need to. So yeah, you should actually hear the sound. Let me know. What's going on, Snuggles? I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit to make sure when things get going. There we go. Alright, so scan containers to find a vehicle.
Special requisition, all-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad, six-wheel drive, jump jets, just what you need.
The initiative only built a few.
This must be what Clancy meant.
The crate requires an access code from a forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
Sam is your augmented little helper, your AI. Call down a forward station, clear atmospheric. Okay, so how do we call down a forward station? What you're trying to do on EOS, pretty simply, is you're trying to make it habitable,
Protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
so that your people can come down from the Ark. Oh, there we go. Fast travel locations. The Nomad can be called
Looks
here.
like the forward station supplies are
It's kind of
intact.
cool. So basically that's a camp. Again, Dragon Age Inquisition. Unlock a Nomad container. You can fix your loadout from one of these. You can load up on ammo. Now we can go back and lock. Okay. You guys will have to tell me if I fire. Can you hear me over that, or is it too loud? I'll drop the decibel level of the volume a little bit if I have to. fair warning, since I am the only one awake in my house, if a baby wakes up, I might have to pause the stream to go take care of him. Let's get my Nomad. I saw the Rock Paper Shotgun article about the game, and I totally get its complaints, because it basically says it's not very good. I feel like the person was looking for things to claim are bad about Mass Effect Andromeda. Not that that's necessarily the wrong thing, you know, if he's a huge mega Mass Effect fan and this one is just more of the same, or it's Dragon Age Inquisition and he didn't like it because of that, I get it, maybe. But so far I'm really enjoying the game because it reminds me of Mass Effect 1 with a little bit of, you know, with the focus on exploration and stuff like that, kind of like the newer Star Trek movies in a way is what it reminds me of, you know, especially, what was the most recent one? Beyond, Star Trek Beyond, that's what it reminds me of, and I do like the fact that it's like Dragon Age Inquisition because I love that game. Mass Effect fans might be pissed off at that. Now let's see how this thing drives.
Nomad should handle pretty smooth. Check both forward and reverse.
Not bad. Better than the, what the heck was that thing called in ME1? Where exactly am I supposed to go, though? Oh, I can go right under there. Okay. I'm like, that doesn't look like a place I can travel. Okay.
Detecting
Ooh.
abnormal radiation levels.
They deplete your life support. So we're, luckily in the Nomad, we
Can't get
shouldn't
traction.
have a
It's too
problem.
steep. Switch to six-wheel drive. It'll get you up there in a snap.
Wow, he does not want to go up that hill. What? Are you kidding me? Am I actually stuck? Yep, I'm stuck. Well, that's a new one. Huh. Press W to accelerate. Google mining computer. Google. Launch mining drone.